Friends, have you ever paused for a moment to consider the unseen currents of energy that flow within the walls of your home? What if I were to tell you that an incredibly potent source of energy in your very living space is not some arcane artifact or a consecrated symbol, but rather something as commonplace as your television set? It's indeed true. Your TV, while serving as a portal to entertainment, also emanates a powerful energy field. It resonates with both the fire and metal elements, radiating potent waves of light, sound, and electromagnetic force. But here is a crucial point: this energy doesn't always harmonize with everything in its vicinity. When you position objects linked to other elements, such as wood or earth, near your TV, think of books or plants, you unintentionally create a conflict of energies. This discord can disrupt the positive vibrations within your home. And these imbalances, my friends, can have far-reaching consequences in your life, subtly affecting your career path, your relationships, and even your overall well-being. In our discourse today, we will delve into the common household items that should never be placed in close proximity to your TV. We will explore how these seemingly minor errors can impact your tranquility and prosperity. By the end of our time together, you will possess a clear understanding of how to harmonize your space to cultivate positive energy, inviting greater abundance, serenity, and clarity into your life. But that's not all. Before we embark on this enlightening journey, why not set a powerful intention for our session? Take a moment to inscribe a positive affirmation in the comments below, such as, "My home is a sanctuary of prosperity." Begin now to welcome auspiciousness into your life. And remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Buddhist Wisdom Daily for more profound insights like this. Let us now unlock the secrets of your home's energy and craft the sanctuary you truly deserve. Why the TV truly matters. The television stands as a significant energy hub within your dwelling. It is associated with both the fire and metal elements, emitting robust waves and light that generate a considerable amount of energy. However, this very energy can clash with other elemental presences in your home, leading to a state of imbalance. For example, if you position items that belong to the wood or earth elements near the TV, such as your cherished books or verdant plants, you risk initiating energy disruptions that can negatively influence various facets of your life. In this video exploration, we will carefully consider which items you should consciously keep away from your TV and how to rectify any such misplacements. By the culmination of this video, a lucid comprehension will be yours, enabling you to maintain a home brimming with positive energy, thereby attracting prosperity and inner peace. Now I'm going to tell you the most important thing. Before we proceed further, feel free to share a positive affirmation in the comments section below. Perhaps something like, "My home is a magnet for prosperity," to actively welcome good fortune into your existence. And please, do not forget to express your appreciation by liking this video and subscribing to Buddhist Wisdom Daily for more insightful content akin to this. Books in proximity to the TV. At first glance, the act of placing books near your television might appear to be an entirely innocuous decision. After all, both are familiar fixtures in many households, are they not? However, when we delve into the deeper principles of feng shui, we begin to realize that this arrangement is indeed a mistake that can exert subtle, yet significant, influences on your life's journey. Books are imbued with symbolism representing wisdom, the pursuit of knowledge, and a sense of tranquility. They embody the quest for understanding, often linked to the calm, reflective energy that is essential for profound contemplation and dedicated study. The TV, conversely, is a source of dynamic, high-energy vibrations. It emanates light, sound, and electromagnetic waves that can disrupt the peaceful energy that books require to effectively support concentration and reflection. It's akin to attempting meditation in a bustling marketplace. Focus becomes elusive, wouldn't you agree? A timeless teaching from Buddhist philosophy wisely states, "The mind, like a garden, must be tended with care. An excess of distractions will leave scant space for growth." In this context, the cluttered energy generated by positioning books near the TV can impede not only your capacity for focused thought, but may also impinge upon your spiritual and material well-being. In practical terms, this energetic imbalance can ripple through more than just your reading habits. It could potentially lead to heightened stress levels, diminished concentration, and even ignite unnecessary, draining disagreements within the family sphere. When the TV's intense energy absorbs the serene energy from your books, it can stagnate the flow of positive momentum in your life, particularly in areas such as education and financial prosperity. What then is the remedy? The solution is both simple and impactful: maintain a separation between your books and your TV. If spatial constraints are a concern, consider employing partitions or storage containers to fashion a barrier that shields your books from the electromagnetic waves emanating from the television. Watch to the end and you'll find out the most important thing. Doing so will assist in preserving the peaceful energy that your books embody, allowing them to nurture your mind and foster your prosperity. 2. Clocks near the TV. Clocks, with their consistent, rhythmic ticking, embody the passage of time itself. Across numerous cultures, they serve as symbols of life's cyclical nature, encouraging mindfulness and contemplation upon the preciousness of each fleeting moment. Within the framework of feng shui, clocks are perceived as objects that aid in regulating energy, especially the flow of time. They instill a sense of stability and structured order. Yet, when positioned near a TV, this inherent harmony can be disrupted. The TV, with its continuous barrage of light, sound, and electromagnetic waves, is saturated with chaotic and fluctuating energy. A clock, intended to signify calmness and continuity, suddenly finds itself in direct opposition to the dynamic, ever-changing presence of the TV. Buddhist teachings frequently emphasize the significance of stillness and presence in our lives. True serenity arises not from the absence of external noise, but from the cultivated ability to discover stillness within the midst of it. This principle perfectly illustrates the energetic conflict between a clock and a TV. The combined presence of these two can cultivate a restless environment within your home, potentially leading to stress, anxiety, and even sleep disturbances over extended periods. This dissonance could even extend its influence to your financial stability, as the energy imbalance can permeate into your professional endeavors and business pursuits. An ancient proverb wisely observes, "Time is a river, and the river cannot flow freely when obstructed by rocks." In this analogy, the rocks represent the chaotic energies of the TV that disrupt the steady flow of time and balance that the clock endeavors to create. By relocating the clock away from the TV, you enable both elements to fulfill their intended roles without mutual interference, thereby fostering mental clarity, stability, and an enhanced sense of control over your own time. The important thing is ahead. 3. Sitting with your back to the TV. We have all likely found ourselves in this position, reclining on a sofa or chair with our backs oriented towards the TV, perhaps engaged in passive viewing. However, what many remain unaware of is that this seemingly innocuous posture can actually disrupt the natural flow of energy within our lives. In feng shui, the energy that envelopes us is just as crucial as the tangible objects within our home. Our personal energy field must remain robust, stable, and uninterrupted for us to experience groundedness, security, and well-being. When you position yourself with your back to the TV, you inadvertently place yourself in a vulnerable stance, especially given that the TV is an intense source of electromagnetic radiation, light, and sound. This exposure can disrupt your energy field, potentially leading to feelings of discomfort, stress, fatigue, and difficulties in concentration. You might even begin to notice physical manifestations, such as headaches or insomnia, which can be viewed as symptoms of this energetic imbalance. This principle echoes the Buddhist concept of right posture and meditation, highlighting how the physical positioning of your body profoundly influences the flow of energy within you. Ancient wisdom proclaims, "A body in stillness cultivates clarity of mind." When you sit with your back unsupported by a solid structure, such as when facing away from a wall and towards a TV, your posture is weakened, consequently diminishing both your physical and mental energy. You become more susceptible to external distractions, which ultimately disturb your inner peace. For individuals actively striving to strengthen their careers or pursue personal growth, this energy imbalance can manifest as poor decision-making, career instability, or even financial setbacks. It is a seemingly minor detail that often escapes conscious consideration, yet it can wield a greater impact than one might initially realize. How then, can this be rectified? The solution is straightforward. Simply rearrange your furniture configuration so that your back is supported by a solid wall or a sturdy chair, rather than the TV itself. This adjustment will aid in maintaining a robust energy field and prevent unnecessary energetic disruptions. If space is limited, consider utilizing a high-backed chair or a small partition to establish a more stable and supportive environment. The benefits of this subtle change are often immediate: improved concentration, enhanced decision-making capabilities, and a heightened sense of security in both your personal and professional life. 4. Plants near the TV. We universally acknowledge that plants infuse our homes with life, freshness, and positive energy. They symbolize growth, vitality, and the harmonious flow of the natural world. Indeed, many cultures hold the belief that plants possess the capacity to absorb negative energy and purify their surrounding environment. However, when positioned too closely to a TV, these beneficial plants can unfortunately suffer. In feng shui principles, plants are categorized under the wood element, which represents life, renewal, and tranquility. The TV, in contrast, embodies fire and metal. These elements, particularly fire, emit powerful energy waves that can disrupt the natural energy of plants, essentially diminishing their vitality. As the fire energy emanating from the TV clashes with the wood energy of the plants may begin to show signs of decline, withering, and potentially dying. This visual representation of decay and stagnation is often symbolically linked to financial losses and diminished health. We are all familiar with the notion that a dying plant can reflect ill fortune, are we not? It transcends mere plant health. It serves as a spiritual symbol of energy imbalance. In Buddhist philosophy, an age-old teaching resonates deeply here: when the roots of a tree are disturbed, the entire tree withers. This profoundly illustrates the interconnectedness of harmony within our environment, whether physical or spiritual. When we permit conflicting energies to dominate, it is not solely the plants that are affected, the very energy surrounding us begins to falter. To restore balance and harmony, relocate your plants away from the immediate vicinity of the TV and position them in areas where they can flourish, such as near windows where they can receive natural light. By providing them with the necessary space, you are not only nurturing your plants' well-being but also fostering the positive energy of your home. When plants thrive, they radiate positive vibrations, and your space feels inherently lighter and more vibrant. This simple adjustment will contribute to both physical and financial prosperity, ensuring that life flourishes within your home in both the material and spiritual realms. 5. Sacred objects near the TV. Many among us may intuitively place sacred items, such as Buddha statues, feng shui stones, or other spiritual objects, near the TV, perhaps with the intention of attracting wealth, protection, and positive energy. However, this is a mistake that many individuals unknowingly make, often unaware of the potential consequences. The electromagnetic waves, light, and energy emitted by the TV are inherently intense and dynamic, often overpowering the more subtle energy emanating from sacred objects. In the practice of feng shui, we understand that every object carries its own unique energetic frequency. Buddha statues, for instance, symbolize peace, compassion, and enlightenment. They are imbued with the energy of stillness, tranquility, and protection. However, when these sacred objects are positioned near the TV, an object that constantly emits chaotic energy, they can potentially lose their inherent potency. The electromagnetic waves can disrupt the peaceful aura that these items are intended to radiate, rendering them less effective in bringing prosperity, peace, and stability into your home. This concept brings to mind an ancient Buddhist proverb: a still pond reflects the world clearly, but when the water is disturbed, the reflection is lost. This profound teaching extends to our environment as well. When sacred objects are placed within an environment saturated with noise and chaos, such as near a TV, their energy is disrupted, and they are unable to fully realize their intended purpose. If you possess sacred items such as Buddha statues or feng shui crystals, it is more beneficial to position them in areas with reduced electromagnetic interference, such as on a dedicated altar or in a peaceful corner of the room. This will ensure that their positive energy remains potent and can continue to attract wealth, health, and good fortune into your life. Protect the energy of your sacred objects by cultivating a calm, undisturbed space for them, allowing them to exert their beneficial influence without energetic interference. 6. Candles and essential oil diffusers near the TV. Candles and essential oil diffusers are frequently employed to cultivate a peaceful, tranquil environment. Their gentle light and soothing aromas promote relaxation, calmness, and a sense of balance. Yet, when positioned near the TV, they can inadvertently contribute to a destructive clash of elements. The TV's energy, which aligns with the fire and metal elements, contrasts sharply with the peaceful fire energy of candles or diffusers, generating an imbalance that can negatively affect the overall atmosphere within your home. This energetic clash can potentially lead to emotional instability. The fire energy emanating from both the TV and the candles, combined with the electromagnetic waves, disrupts the natural flow of energy, causing the space to feel restless and unsettled. In Buddhist teachings, we often emphasize the profound importance of inner peace and harmony. In the Dhammapada, it is stated, "May all beings be at peace." To truly attain peace, we must consciously cultivate harmony, not chaos, in our surroundings. This includes being mindful of how different energies interact with one another within our living spaces. Imagine this scenario: you illuminate a candle with the intention of meditation, yet the surrounding energy emanating from the TV feels overwhelming and intrusive. You are striving to create a serene atmosphere, but the environment itself feels unsettling. This occurs because the energy that envelopes us directly impacts our capacity to remain calm and focused. To restore balance and tranquility, position your candles or essential oil diffusers in areas removed from the TV, where they can effectively promote a soothing and peaceful ambience. Consider incorporating plants or crystal items that can harmonize the room's energy. For instance, crystals such as amethyst or rose quartz can amplify the calm energy you are seeking to cultivate, while plants can purify the air and absorb excess electromagnetic waves. When you allow these items to function as they are intended, your home will feel more peaceful, emotionally stable, and aligned with your aspirations for well-being. Now I'm going to tell you the gist. 7. Water near the TV, the clash of fluidity and stability. Water embodies the element of fluidity, change, and adaptability. It symbolizes life's continuous flow, nourishing us and representing emotions, wealth, and wisdom. The TV, in contrast, is associated with the metal element, which signifies stability, logic, and structure. When these two elements are positioned in close proximity, they can clash in a manner that disrupts the natural flow of energy within your life. In feng shui principles, water is believed to nourish metal, but when it is placed too near the TV, it can paradoxically weaken the overall energy flow within your space. This energetic disruption can potentially affect various aspects of your life, including your career path, financial matters, and interpersonal relationships. Have you perhaps experienced periods in your life where everything seemed out of balance, and challenges arose unexpectedly? The placement of water near a metal source could be a contributing factor to such imbalances. As Buddhist wisdom teaches us, change is inevitable, but peace is attained through balance. Water is essential for growth and transformation, yet an excess of unrestrained flow can lead to chaos. This principle applies to our environment as well. When you position water, whether it be a beverage or even a decorative fountain, near the TV, the energy can become unstable, potentially creating obstacles and imbalances in your life's journey. Furthermore, the presence of water near electronic devices presents a practical risk. Accidental spills can cause significant damage to your TV, or even more seriously, create electrical hazards. This not only endangers your valuable electronics but can also lead to stress and unforeseen expenses. To restore balance and ensure safety, keep beverages and sources of water away from your TV area. If you desire to introduce a calming water element into the room, consider incorporating a small, carefully positioned fish tank, ensuring it is placed away from the television. The peaceful energy of water can harmonize with the room's overall flow without disrupting the energy field surrounding the TV. In Buddhist philosophy, the principle of balance is paramount, and water should be utilized to enhance, not disrupt, harmony. By strategically placing your water sources in appropriate locations, you will not only safeguard your electronics but also ensure that the energy within your home flows smoothly, inviting clarity, prosperity, and peace into your life. 8. Large speakers near the TV, the disturbance of vibrations. Music, sound, and vibrations possess the power to uplift our spirits and invigorate our souls. However, when discordant energies collide, they can exert a disruptive influence. Large speakers are potent instruments that generate strong vibrations, powerful enough to affect the very atmosphere of a room. When positioned too closely to the TV, the vibrations they produce can interfere with the TV's performance, potentially leading to technical issues such as screen flickering, sound distortion, or overheating. Yet, the impact extends beyond mere electronics. On a deeper, more spiritual level, the constant noise and vibrations emanating from large speakers can contribute to emotional instability and heightened stress levels. This is particularly relevant within a home environment where balance and tranquility are desired. In Buddhist teachings, silence is revered as a sacred practice, as it enables one to connect more profoundly with their inner self and with the world around them. The Dhammapada states, silence is a source of great strength. When we introduce an excess of noise into our environment, it disrupts the inherent harmony and peace that we are striving to cultivate in our lives. In our fast-paced modern world, we are constantly surrounded by auditory stimuli, yet the true path to inner peace often necessitates a quiet space for rejuvenation and reflection. When large speakers are positioned near the TV, they not only disrupt the energetic balance within the room but also impact our emotional equilibrium. This cluttered energy can make it more challenging to focus, concentrate, and maintain a sense of calm. To cultivate a harmonious environment, maintain a separation between large speakers and your TV. Opt for smaller speakers that will not disrupt the energy flow within your home. These will still allow you to enjoy music and media, but without the risk of overwhelming the room's energetic balance. Embrace the Buddhist concept of right speech. When the energy you introduce into a space is harmonious and thoughtful, the world around you tends to become calmer. By ensuring that your home is filled with balanced sound and light, you will cultivate an atmosphere that is conducive to peace, focused attention, and emotional well-being. As the ancient saying wisely observes, the quieter you become, the more you can hear, and within this silence, you will discover the clarity and harmony you seek. 9. Phone chargers near the TV, a tangle of chaos. We have all likely encountered the frustration of tangled phone chargers and cords, haven't we? While they may appear as harmless clutter, when positioned near your TV, they can generate both practical and energetic issues. The heat generated by phone chargers can potentially damage the delicate internal electronics of your TV, leading to malfunctions or even short circuits. Yet, beyond the tangible risks, the visual clutter of tangled cables contributes to a chaotic energy within your environment. In Buddhist teachings, the mind is often likened to a clear pond. When it becomes cluttered with debris, its reflection becomes distorted. Similarly, when your physical space is cluttered and disorganized, your mental and emotional clarity can be compromised. The disarray of tangled cables near your TV sends out chaotic signals, disrupting your focus, increasing stress levels, and cultivating a subtle sense of unease. You may experience feelings of unsettledness or distraction, much like the sensation of being constantly bombarded by notifications or unnecessary noise. This extends beyond mere physical clutter. It is about the energetic imprint it creates. Tangled cables symbolically represent confusion and disorder. They pull energy in multiple directions, making it more challenging to focus on what truly matters in your life's journey. When the energy is chaotic and scattered, it can be difficult to maintain a peaceful mindset or achieve desired success. The remedy is straightforward: organize your cables away from the TV area. Utilize cable organizers or clips to keep cords neat, tidy, and out of sight. This simple action will not only protect your electronics from potential damage but will also restore a sense of balance to the room's energy. A tidy and organized space promotes clear thinking, and a clear mind naturally leads to a more peaceful and focused life. Incorporating order and simplicity into your environment is deeply aligned with Buddhist principles of mindfulness and simplicity. Simplicity fosters clarity. Clarity cultivates peace. When your space is uncluttered and harmonious, your energy becomes more aligned with your true self, fostering an environment where prosperity, peace, and clarity can flourish. Conclusion. The deliberate arrangement of objects within your home plays a vital role in cultivating a harmonious and prosperous environment. By implementing simple adjustments, such as consciously moving certain items away from your TV, you can actively invite positive energy into your space, thereby promoting improved health, financial well-being, and family harmony. Remember, a well-organized home not only presents an aesthetically pleasing appearance, it also actively supports your success, inner peace, and overall happiness. Therefore, take the time to thoughtfully rearrange your space, and you may well discover that your fortunes shift for the better. Thank you for joining me today. Wishing you all abundant good fortune, profound peace, and lasting prosperity. Until our next meeting in the next video.